So in today's class, what we are going to do is that we are going to actually do journal entries. Actually, we have finished rectification and BRS also. Whatever were the problems that were there for us, we have completed them. So now it's up to you. You have to do more problems and more practice. So now let us start with the journal entries. So now the journal entry is based on the dual aspect concept or the double entry bookkeeping, which says that for every debit, we will have an equal credit. All right. All right. So that means whatever is the transaction, purchase, sale, or paying of expenses or earning an income, any sort of transaction, we will have an equal debit and equal credit, corresponding credit. Okay. So for that purpose, we are having three rules. You all know that we have classified the accounts into real account, personal account, and nominal account, right, students?
Yes,
Yes.
Very good, ma. So first of all, we all know the rules, but we need to identify the account to apply the rule, alva. So let us see what sort of rule we will be having. So basically, assets will fall under real account. Arthavaita?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, ma.
yes, ma'am.
Excellent. So it can be fixed assets, it can be cash, it can be investments, any sort of assets. It can be stock. All these are going to be the real accounts, and then the personal accounts. The personal accounts will be in the form of a name of a person. Say, for example, a debtor or creditor in the name of a person. Okay. So I have purchased goods from Ram. So Ram comes under the personal account category. So name of a person, when it is mentioned here, then we would concentrate on the personal account. Okay. So the nominal account will be expenses and incomes. All right.
Ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So first we need to identify which is the account and where it belongs, then only we can apply the rule. So what is the rule for real account, students? You all know debit what comes in and credit.
Credit once goes out.
Yeah, excellent, ma. Yes. I know it is very easy for many of you here. Okay. But whatever is there in our portions, we will not leave out anything. We have to complete everything. So that's why we are doing journal entry. So I want all of you to respond. So in personal account, debit the receiver.
Credit the giver.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Credit the giver. That's right. Okay. And nominal account?
Debit all expenses and losses. Credit all income.
Debit all expenses and income gain.
Very good, ma'am.
Credit all
Debit all
income and gain.
expenses and losses. Excellent. And credit all incomes and gains. So I know that most of you know this. Come on, quickly write this down. It is going to help you only. Write this down. So just give me 1 minute. I will plug in my laptop and I'll then speak to you. Before that, you please make note of this. Okay, students. So shall we continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. So as you all know, we're going to get into small, what is a very easy journal entries. Then we'll go to some challenging, difficult journal entries. So now we start with when capital is introduced into the business. What is the journal entry?
Cash account data to capital account.
Yes, ma'am. So introduce into the business by the proprietor. Okay. So proprietor andre owner. You all know that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. So whenever the word proprietor is used, no, many students what they try to do is that they use proprietor's account. Yes, Tanusha. Just now I've seen your answer. That's right. So now many students bring in this proprietor's account. Proprietor's account will never come. Why? Because we will always account in the books of owner, right? In the books of the proprietor only.
Yes, ma'am.
The books of accounts, yes, ma'am, for the owner only, for the proprietor only. So some students are bringing in this proprietor account. Please don't do that. Okay. If I'm doing the books of, if I'm the owner of my business, okay, then I will be accounting in the books of Shweta. Okay. So I cannot write Shweta's account debit, right? Or Shweta's account credit. I cannot use that account at all in my books. Why? Because I am recording in my books only. Have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
So at no point of time, proprietor's account will be there. Okay. So as you all told, to the business, cash is coming in. And why are we crediting capital account? Answer should come not only from the two people who are continuously answering. I am repeating, everyone should answer. If you ask some doubt, your doubt is getting clarified, which means if I ask a question, everyone should answer. Come on. We'll leave the class, students. Huh?
Ma'am, because capital account is being benefited, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, capital account is a personal account. Like, if any person invested means it is a invest to the company. So
Okay. Okay, Tanusha. All right, ma'am. So as per business entity concept, when I was talking to you about the accounting concepts in the theory, I told that the business is separate and the owner is separate. I repeat once again, as per the business entity concept, we have read the accounting theory. It's very important to connect journal entries to theory. So as per this concept only, owner is separate and the business is separate. So whenever the owner gives money to the business owes back money to the owner. I repeat once again, when the owner gives money to the business has to give back money to the owner. Have you understood?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So it is a liability to the business. That is why the liability is credited in the form of capital account. Can you all understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Liability has to be credited. Okay, ma'am. So any doubts here?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So the next one is going to be, as I write, you can copy this down because these are all not very difficult ones. So next one is when drawings is made out of the capital, when drawings is made out of the capital from the business by the proprietor. So what would be the journal entry for this?
Drawing account.
Drawing account data to cash account.
Yes, ma. So why do we have this? Why drawings account is debited? I'll come to cash account later.
Ma'am, because it's a personal use. Proprietor draws for a personal use.
Excellent, ma. Why is drawings debited? I'm asking. That is the question. Alva. So we all know that personal use, the owner is drawing the money. So,
Ma'am, because it's a personal account. Drawings is a personal account.
now, okay, ma'am. So let us understand this way. Cash account debit to capital account. Alva. So this is what is the journal entry when capital is introduced. So here what is happening? Capital is taken back, means I should reverse the entry. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You all understand? Okay, ma. So for putting cash into the business, this is the entry means. For taking back cash, this is the entry. Now, capital is a liability, so it can only be credited, but there is a reduction in capital. So I am writing it not through capital account, I'm debiting it through drawings account. It is a reduction in liability. Can you all understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a reduction in liability. That is why liability will normally be credited. Whenever there is a reduction in liability, it will be debited. That's why drawings is debited. Now, why cash is credited? From the business, cash is going away and cash is given to the owner, Alva. So that is why from the business's point of view, credit what goes out to cash account. Have you understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So okay, Samya. So we do not call it as expenses. Why? Because expenses means it will go to the profit and loss account. And let me explain what is expenses to you. So first of all, in the profit and loss account, we are having some items which are expenses, some items which are incomes. Okay. Say for example, fees is my income and my expenses will be my Wi-Fi bill, my electricity bill, etc. So these are all my expenses. Why I'm calling Wi-Fi bill and electricity bill as expenses? Why? Because these amounts are necessary for me to be incurred, without which I cannot earn my fees, Alva.
Yes, ma'am.
I repeat once again, without paying Wi-Fi bill and electricity bill, I won't be able to earn my fees. So in the same way, in any business, those expenses expenses are those amounts which are spent in order to earn the income. Those amounts which are spent in order to earn the income is what is expenses. So that is why drawings is not an expense. We are not spending drawings to earn any income. It is a reduction in liability. So that is why in the balance sheet, we have capital minus drawings. Can you all understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
That's all. Okay. So now I hope the confusion between why drawings is not an expenses has gone. So now, shall I proceed here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the next one, here we go. Rent of proprietor's residence was paid rupees 10,000. That means what? From the business money, 10,000 rupees was paid for the proprietor's residence andre proprietor's house, owner's house. Okay. So now what will be the journal entry for this transaction? All of you tell me. Everyone should participate.
Rent account debited to cash account.
Okay.
Drawings to cash.
Yeah. Yes, ma. Who told me that?
Aishri.
Sorry?
Drawings account data to rent account.
Aishri, ma'am.
Aishri. Okay. So drawings to cash is correct. Okay. I think one more person also told me the same thing. I don't know who was that. So whoever has thought this is the journal entry, this is the correct journal entry. Why we will see it's not rent account. Okay, ma. Now, first of all, one thing we have to understand that only this, when I say incomes and expenses, it is only business income and business expenses. Okay. So not personal expense or personal income. So it is only business expenditures and business income, which will come in the P&L account. So I have taken business cash of 10,000 rupees to pay to my to the rent of my house. That means actually what am I doing? I am drawing money out of my business. Alva students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You all understand, ma? So it is a personal expenditure which is made from the business money. It is not permitted. So because the owner is separate and the business is separate. So it is as good as owner drawing the money. So that is why drawings account debit to cash account. Have you all understood the logic? If anyone has not understood, please let me know. So that is why rent is not debited, since it's not a personal, it's not a business expenditure. So come on, all of you make note of it. So then next term, the proprietor withdrew cash. All of you write down. Proprietor withdrew cash. Proprietor withdrew cash for business from the bank. Proprietor withdrew cash for business from the bank. Rupees 2000. Yes, ma'am. So what is the journal entry, all of you?
Cash to bank.
Very good. Cash to bank is right. Awesome. So why? Because here it is not drawn for personal expenses. It is drawn for business purpose only. So that is why the two accounts that are involved is cash is being withdrawn and what is happening? It is withdrawn from the bank. Is it not, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So say for example, I'm having 2000 rupees in my bank account and I am the owner of my business. I am withdrawing this, say for example, through an ATM, I'm withdrawing cash of rupees 2000. That means what is coming inside the business? Cash. So debit what comes in and credit the giver. Who is the giver?
Bank.
Bank. Very good, ma. So why am I using this rule? It's very important to understand that from the given transaction, the cash is a real account and bank is a personal account. Students, have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now debit what comes in and credit the giver. That is why these rules are used. Okay. So if you have any confusions, you can ask me. Otherwise, please make note of this and the journal entry. Come on.
Ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
under which account does drawings come?
Sorry.
Under which account does drawings come? Real, personal, or nominal?
Actually, in that way, if I have to tell you, it is a, real account. Why? Because actually the amount, it is a reduction in liability. It may be called as a personal account also. We'll have a separate discussion about that. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So is this over, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So as one of our friends has asked, this is a very good question. Anyway, we'll always, for all batches, I always tell about drawings which and capital. From 2 points of view, you can see it. I will have a small discussion about it before the end of the day. So now, next one, please write down. Sold goods for rupees 16,000. Sold goods for rupees 16,000 and received payment through bank and received payment through bank. Now, students, it's very important for us to understand this. Many of you actually might know the answer very correctly also. Now, when we have to use sales account, okay, is there anything called goods account, ma?
No, ma'am.
Okay, ma. Why there is no goods account, I will tell you also. So, as per our accounting practices, only on 2 dates, okay, that is opening balance and closing balance, that is the year beginning and the year end only, we'll be calculating what is known as opening stock and closing stock. Other than that, during the year, we are not taking any stock. Have you understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is why we are not using anything known as goods account. Okay. All right, ma. So whenever I am purchasing goods, then it will go to purchasers account. Whenever I am selling goods, then it will go to sales account. Now, what do you mean by goods? We are very clear. Whenever we purchase goods, it's going to purchases. Whenever we sell goods, it is going to sales. What do you mean by goods, students? Come on, tell me. Goods andre eno?
It's a commodity.
It's the
More
things
precise.
that the business sells.
Oh, okay, ma. What?
Stock.
Can you give me more precise how to understand?
In case of a garment shop, their goods are clothes, and in case of a stationery shop, their goods are pens, sketch pens, etc.
Very good. Ishri, no? Ishri has answered. Very good. So all of you, have you understood what your friend has told, ma? That was the brilliant answer. All of you, have you understood that?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, ma. Very good. So, andre eno, actually, whatever is my line of business, whatever I'm selling in the normal course of business, say for example, if I am in a textile industry, whenever I sell textiles or clothes, then it will be sales for me. If I sell furniture, will it be sales for me?
No.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Everyone, are you all listening to me? Are you all understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So in the same way, suppose I am a manufacturer of furniture. Okay, furniture is my main line of business. If I sell furniture, for me, it is going to be. If I'm a furniture dealer, ma, if I sell furniture, for me, it is going to be sale of furniture or sale of goods.
Sale of goods.
Very good. Everyone.
Yes, ma'am. Sale of goods.
Yes, ma. Good. So if I'm in a furniture industry and if I'm selling furniture, for me, sale of furniture will be sale of goods. Okay. So that's right, Tanusha. All your answers are right and the entry is also right. So many of you might directly know to write the entry. I really appreciate that. But this concept is very important, ma, because some places, some students, they tend to write goods account. That is why I took some time to explain. So now here 2 accounts are involved, which is bank account and sales account. Why did I say bank account? Because the money is received through bank, is it not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. As per the question, the money is received through bank. Okay. So now this is the personal account, and actually sales is many times noticed as a nominal account, but sales is actually a real account. Okay. Why? Let me discuss. Why do we call sales as a real account? Now, When I sell goods, what is happening? The stock is decreasing, is it not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What do we have as stock? When I'm selling, what is actually happening, ma'am? Whatever I had as stock gets decreased, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So I don't know what is the meaning of your silent students. As I again told you, I do not continue with batches which are not responding to me. So I'm giving you 2 days time. So it's in your hands, okay, whether you want any new, faculty to come in and then teach, or you want me to continue, it's in your hands, okay? So please cooperate if you really want this class to continue. So now, why are we saying it is reduction in stock? Okay, so say for example, I am dealing with the textile industry, that is clothes. Okay, now so now we are having about 5 shirts. Okay, now this 5 shirts that we are having is stock, is it not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So now we are selling 3 shirts out of this. Okay, if we sell 3 shirts, then what is happening? Stock is reducing, is it not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it is reducing to 2 shirts now. Okay, so that is the meaning of stock is getting reduced from 5 to 2 because 3 shirts were sold. So that is why in that perspective, we always deal with purchases and sales account as real account. Have you all understood, ma?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, ma. So that is why debit what comes in, amount is coming through credit the giver. Sorry, very sorry. Personal account is it not? So debit what come, debit the giver. So sorry. Debit the receiver. I'm sorry, debit the receiver, and the sales is credited. Why? Because the goods are decreasing, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
This is
ma'am.
the thing for real account, rule for real account. Credit what goes out. What
Yes,
going out? Stock is going out. That is why I'm crediting sales. Have you understood?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you might think, ma'am, even without knowing this, I know the correct journal entry. That's true. But this sort of knowledge is important for us to tackle journal entries which are difficult. So that is why, yes, very good, Tanusha. All your answers are correct, ma'am. I appreciate that. Good. So debit the receiver and credit what goes out. So that's the rule that we have used here. Quickly make note of it. We are receiving the money in the bank. That is why bank is debited. So shall we proceed, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So next one. Purchased furniture and paid by check rupees 2,500. Rupees 2,500. Now you might ask me, ma'am, how to know if the owner is a furniture manufacturer or not? If they have not mentioned, then he is not a furniture manufacturer. Have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
He is normal like us. He is just purchasing a furniture. So for normally, furniture is going to be what?
Purchase.
Excellent, yeah, asset. Okay, it's purchase of furniture is going to be purchase of asset. Okay, Tanusha wants me to repeat the question. Here it is. Purchased furniture and paid by check rupees 2,500. Purchased furniture and paid by check rupees 2,500. Now you all tell me what is the answer. Yes, Pratiksha, answer is correct. Very good. Furniture account debit to bank account.
Bank account.
Excellent, Ma. Very good. Super. So now we have 2 things from the transaction that we need to write down. One is furniture and the other one is bank. Why? Because the amount is paid through check, is it not?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Very good, ma. Check is dealt with by the bank, so we should take it as bank. Okay. So you all know furniture is an asset, so it is a real account. So real account rule will apply, and a bank is a personal account. Okay. So personal account rule will apply. So now debit what comes in. So furniture account is debited, and credit the giver. We are giving the money through check only. So that is why two bank account. Have you understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, ma. It's extremely essential. Now you may say, think, okay, even without identifying whether it is real or personal, I'm able to do the journal entries. But for some questions, let us do like this so that it will be very easy even in tough situations for you. So here we go to the next question. So as I told you, now we are practicing, but in the exam, all journal entries should have narration. Without narration, there is no marks. So all journal entries should have narration. Okay. Next one. Sold goods to Arvind. Sold goods to Arvind. Rupees 2,400. Sold goods to Arvind, rupees 2,400. All of you post your answers to me, come on. Privately. Along with what is personal or real or nominal, along with that, please post the answer to me, all of you. Everyone should post, come on. Quick, it's very easy, all of you do. Okay, Kiran, you have given the answer. So tell me about whether it's a real, personal or nominal. How did you identify? That also you tell me, ma. Which account is real, which account is nominal or personal, whatever may be the case. Very good. Yogashri Nishita, answer is correct. Saumya, answer is correct. Superb. Very good, yeah. So Vikas, answer is correct. Very good. Ishri, answer is correct. Very good. Kirti, answer is correct. I want the nature of account also, yeah. Kirti. Kavya also, answer is correct. I want the nature of account. You have used two accounts in your journal entry. Mention which is real, which is nominal, which is personal. Mention that. Yes, Chandrika, very good. Because sometimes that's asked in the exam, okay? So at least for a few questions, I want all of you to do. Come on. Chandrika's answer is correct. Good. Yes, Kavya. Okay, right answer. Good. Okay, Namita. Sales Andre. Actually, stock is reducing, Alva, and debit the receiver of goods, which is Arvind. So check your journal entry. Quick. Yes, very good. Thanusha, superb. Correct. Yes, Kirti, your answer is correct. Diksha, have I got your answer, ma? If not, please post your answer. Daneshwari, Divit. What happened, Divit? You usually used to give the answer. Okay, Diksha needs to check the answer, ma. Dakshayani, what happened, ma? Have you posted the answer to me? Gautam Kumar? You people and all used to post your answers, no? Divit, Dakshayani, Gautam Kumar, please post your answers. Srinidhi Bharadwaj, come on. No one is sitting quietly. Come on. Tushar? All of you should post the answer quickly. I'll give you only 1 minute. Quick. Yes, Pratiksha, I need the nature also, ma. Nature of the accounts. Yes, Gautam, your answer is correct. Very good. Quick, all of you. Okay, Vivit, we'll discuss the answer. Dakshayani, I have been telling you, Nama, sales is not nominal account. Okay. And the person's name is Arvind. Okay. Arvind is the name of the person. Okay. So fairly many of you have answered. So let us go to the next one. So now here, many students get confused with the first thing, whether it is a cash sale or a credit sale. People don't know. But I have told you that as an accounting practice, whenever the name is given, that means it is a credit purchase or credit sale, as the case may be. Yeah. You all remember that I have taught you even in rectification, whenever the name of the person is given, it is a credit sale or credit purchase by accounting practices. That is the practice that we follow across India. Okay, so now the sales is made to Arvind, the name is given. That means it is going to be a credit sales. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So, who are the parties involved? Now, cash is not involved, bank is not involved because it is not a cash sale. Okay, so it is a credit sale. So, one person, Arvind, is involved and sales is involved. As you all rightly told me, Arvind is a personal account and sales is a real account. It's not a nominal account. Many of you have answered correctly. Some of you have got confused. Sales is why is it a real account? As I told you, the example about shirts, if I have 5 shirts with me, the stock reduces from 5 to 2 if I sell 3 shirts. So that is why credit what goes out is the real account rule that I apply. That is why we credit sales here. And with respect to Arvind's account, debit the receiver of goods. When we sell goods to Arvind, Arvind will be receiving the goods, Alva. So that is why debit the receiver and credit what goes out. That is why it's Arvind's account debit to sales account. Can you all understand, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Superb, yeah. And excellent to those people who have answered. Superb. So next one, here we go. Purchased goods from Amrit. Purchased goods from Amrit. Rupees 10,000. Purchased goods from Amrit. Rupees 10,000. So what is going to be the journal entry, all of you? Together, you tell me.
Purchase debit to Amrit credit.
Very good, ma.
Purchase account debited to Amrit account.
Excellent, ma. Excellent. So how did you all identify whether it is a cash purchase or credit purchase?
Name is given, ma'am.
Name is mentioned.
Superb, yeah. So when the person's name is mentioned as an accounting practice, we take it to be a credit purchase. And what are the 2 accounts involved here?
Personal account and real account, ma'am.
Very good, ma. Purchases account and Amrit's account. As you rightly told me, Amrit is a personal account and purchases account is a real account. So debit what comes in, that is your stock is increasing. That is why purchases account is debited, and credit the giver of goods. Who is giving the goods? The purchase. That is why Amrit is credited. Have you understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
That's all, ma. Come on, write down. Amrit is credited. Why? Because we are purchasing goods from him. He is the giver of goods. That is why, using personal accounts rule. Purchases account debit to Amrit's account.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
all assets and cash account and bank account are real account, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
ಪೂರ್ತಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ರಿಯಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ.
Okay, ma'am.
So next one, next all of you write down. Goods returned to Amrit. Goods returned to Amrit. Goods returned to Amrit, rupees 500. Goods returned to Amrit, rupees 500. Returns made to one person. Is it sales returns or purchase returns? I've already taught you.
Purchase return, ma'am.
Purchase.
Very good. All of you, will you all agree with me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Superb, yeah. Excellent. So we have seen this already twice with the help of examples. So returns made to will be purchase returns, by or from will be sales returns. Okay, so here we are having purchase returns. The other way of saying purchase returns is when I'm returning my purchases, goods are going out, Jalma. So they also call it as returns outwards. Have you understood, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so simple example. We are buying from Amazon one book today. It is defective, some pages and all are not found. So which means we are going to return it. Means I have purchased and I am returning. The return is going outwards from me. It is going from me to Amazon back. So it is going to be returns outwards. Have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, ma. Now coming to sales returns. Okay, so the same, let us think from Amazon's point of view. Amazon had sold the book to us and now the return is from the customer or by the customer. So from Amazon's point of view, it is a sales returns. Goods are coming inside for them due to returns. Sales returns is also known as returns inwards. Athavaita?
Yes, ma'am.
Superb, ma. I've got some messages. Let me check them quickly. Yes, very good. Vikas and Kavya have identified the journal entry. That's correct, ma. So why I was talking to you about returns outwards and returns inwards is that sometimes they use the word returns outwards and returns inwards. Professionally, they tend to use this words only more than purchase returns or sales returns. So that's why I thought I will give you more clarity. So those of you who want, you can write this down. Returns outwards or purchase returns, returns inwards or sales returns. To and from also, please make note. So here two things are involved, that is Amrit and purchase returns. So now, as I always told you, when goods are purchased from Amrit, when the name is mentioned, it is a credit purchase. So when for purchases, it was purchases account debit to Amrit's account. Just now we saw Y and all that, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. The previous journal entry was purchases from Amrit. Now, if it is returned, Andre, should we not do the opposite? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Amrit's account debit to purchases. To distinguish between purchases and returns, I'm using the word purchase returns account. Have you understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So the opposite of purchases entry is purchase returns entry. Just to distinguish between purchase and purchase returns, I'm using the word purchase returns, or it can also be used as returns outwards. Ashte. So if anyone has not understood, please ask me, ma. Yes, very good, Chandrika. And now I hope you have understood the journal entry, ma.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So your identification of the accounts are correct. Only thing, the order is different. That's all.
Ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
in this case, is purchase return treated as another account? Like,
It is
expenses account or something, because the treatment is different.
Yes, ma. I will tell you what it is. It's actually it is a reduction in real account. Okay. This is also a real account only. Okay, ma. Again, if you see purchase returns, when I'm returning the goods, what happens now? Again, the goods are reducing. So credit what goes out. That's why. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So it's a real account only. So that was your doubt, right, Ishri?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a real account only. It is just the opposite of purchases. When I'm purchasing, my goods increase. So debit what comes in. When I'm returning the goods, my goods level, that is the stock level, decreases. So credit what goes out. That's all. So next question, write down. This is going to be interesting, something slightly new to you. Received rupees 2,300. Received rupees 2,300 from Arun. In full settlement of rupees 2,400 So I repeat the question again. Received rupees 2,300 from Arun in full settlement of rupees 2,400. In full settlement of rupees 2,400. So what is the meaning of that, ma? Okay, let us together understand what it is. Actually, 2,400 is the amount that I have to receive from Arun. Have you understood, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. But in that place, in full settlement, Andre, in full settlement means there is no more amount to be paid in respect of that transaction. I repeat once again, in full settlement, Andre, if that word is used, there is no more amount that is required to be paid in respect of that transaction. So he is paying only 2,300 and I'm saying nothing needs to be paid any further. So that means this 100 rupees, what is it actually?
Discount allowed.
Very good. It is discount allowed. Who told me that?
Kavya, ma'am.
Very good. Yeah. Superb, Kavya. So it's a discount allowed. Correct. Soumya has also answered correctly. Tanusha has also answered correctly. Superb. Yeah. So anyone who's not understood the concept, anyone wants me to repeat, ma?
No, ma'am.
Very good. Yeah, I'm proceeding. Yeah, superb. So now what and all are involved here? So cash is involved here because cash is only received. And just now we identified that in full settlement means no more amount is required to be paid in respect of the transaction. So it is obviously a discount. Well, let us understand why is it discount allowed. And then who is it? Who is the other party involved here? Arun, is it not?
Arun.
Very good, ma. So now let us understand this. So cash is an asset, so it is a real account. Discount allowed is a loss. It is not an expense, it is a loss. So it is going to be a nominal account. And this is Arun is a personal account. So can you understand? All three accounts are involved here, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So debit what comes in? Here cash is coming, so I have to debit it, alva?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma. Cash is coming inside. So I'm receiving cash. That means cash is coming in. So cash is debited for 2,300. Okay, ma. Debit all expenses and losses. Discount is a loss. Why? Because can I earn back this 100 rupees? No,
No,
ma.
ma'am.
It is a
No, ma'am.
loss. Very good, ma. So that is why the loss actually has to be debited again. You all know debit all expenses and losses. That is why discount allowed is going to be debited for 100 rupees. So the discount that we give is known as discount that we allow. So that is why discount allowed is a loss. Okay, ma. So personal account, who is giving the money?
Arun.
Very good, ma. So credit the giver. So that is why Arun should be credited. That's all, ma. Okay. If anyone has not understood, please ask me. You have to write this entire thing, then you write the journal entry. Come on. Very good to those of you who have answered. Superb. Yes, very good, Kavya. That's right. So cash account debit is 2,300. Discount allowed is 100. To Arun is 2,400 because actual money that we are receiving is 2,300. And that is why we are debiting 2,300. Next one, can you all please write down?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so write down, ma. So next one, will you all do it? Shall I give you a similar one?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So write down rupees 9450. Rupees 9450. That is 9,450 paid to Akash. Paid to Akash in full settlement of rupees 10,000. In full settlement of rupees 10,000. Rupees 9450 paid to Akash in full settlement of rupees 10,000. Come on, along with identifying which account is real, personal, and nominal, and then giving me the journal entry. Come on, do it. Or you have to give me all information. Everyone has to post the answer to me privately, including those of you who have not answered previously. Pratiksha, if I am actually, say for example, listen to me, ma. You've asked me why it is discount allowed. So actually, I have to give 2,400 to somebody. Somebody has to give me 2,400. Say for example, Pratiksha has to give me 2,400. But you have given me only 2,300 and said that let us close the transaction. That means what, ma? Pratiksha, you have gained 100 rupees. Yake, because in the place of 2,400, you paid me only 2,300. So you have received the discount. But for me, it is a loss, Alva. 100 rupees. I told, okay, Pratiksha, you need not pay. I have told you. So that is why 100 rupees is a discount allowed. It is a loss. Have you understood now, Pratiksha?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Very good, ma. So come on, now you do this. Very good. Soumya's answer is correct. Superb, yeah. All of you, please keep your answers posted. Very good, Vikas. Correct answer, ma. Keep it up. Yogashri has to check the answer, ma. You check, I'm sure you will get it. Cash is received or paid. People should think about that, okay? Yes, Ishri, the answer is correct. Very good. Divit, answer is correct, ma, but I need the nature of accounts. Same thing for Kavya also, nature of account. Yes, Divit, your answer is correct. What about the amount of discount received, Kavya? Just check the amount. I think it might be a typing mistake. Check the amount. Everyone has to answer. Come on. Yes, very good. Gautam's answer is correct. Quick, all of you. Don't take much time here. Yes, Anusha. Perfect. Correct answer. Very good. So when you're writing, any account which is debited, okay, say for example, in some place furniture is purchased means furniture account debit to cash account alva. So now you should not write buy furniture account, okay, just it is just furniture account. So when you're debiting, you don't have to use the word buy, okay ma. Yes, very good. Chandrika's answer is correct. It is received ma. Here we are receiving the discount. Okay, Chandrika, but your answer is perfectly correct. Everyone, quick ma. 30 seconds I'm giving you. Quick. Okay, Kavya, we'll discuss it. Quick, all of you. Can I keep calling out your names every now and then? Yes, Pratiksha, your answer is correct, ma. Very good. Daneshwari, Diksha, Dakshayani, Srinidhi, Krupa. Okay, so now here what has happened actually. Cash is received or paid, ma. Cash is involved, then a discount is involved, and then Akash, the person, is involved. Now, how did we identify that there was a discount, ma? In the place of 10,000, we have paid only 9450. So I have to pay to Akash 10,000 rupees actually, but Akash told me you pay me only 9450. That is more than sufficient. So that means this 550 rupees is going to be what the discount received by me. Will you all agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Superb, yeah, excellent. So we have Akash's account involved, cash account involved, and discount account. Okay, so this is discount received. It is a gain. Okay, then cash is a real account. Okay, because it is an asset, and Akash is a personal account. And obviously, we know gain is a nominal account. So let us use the rules. Okay, so the gain, credit all incomes and gains. So that is why this should be credited, okay, for 550 rupees. And cash, okay, here we are paying cash to Akash, so credit what goes out. So it is paid for 9450, so credit cash with 9450 and debit the receiver. Okay, so it's going to be Akash for 10,000 rupees. Have you understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
That's all, ma. So it is going to be Akar's account debit. Many of you have got the correct answers. Those of you who had doubts or who didn't get the answer, please write down. Next one, write down. Rupees 200. Rupees 200 paid for stationery, comma, rupees 5,000, rupees 5,000 paid for rent, rupees 5,000 paid for rent, comma, rupees 2,000 paid for salaries to staff, paid for salaries to staff. So there are multiple transactions in the same given question. Is it not, students?
Yes.
Very good, ma. So stationery is being paid for, and then we have salaries and we have rent also. So paid means either it should have been paid through cash or bank. So let us assume it to be cash. Nothing wrong if you assume it to be bank also. So just a minute. Okay, so now here we are having 3 accounts. Now let us identify, we are actually having 4 accounts. Let us identify them quickly. Stationery is what, ma? Is it not an expense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that is why it's going to be a nominal account. Okay, and salary is also an expense, so that is why it is a nominal account. Rent is also an expense, that is why it is a nominal account. And cash is a real account because it is an asset. Okay, so all these are expenses. So stationery, salaries, and rent, all 3 will be debited, and credit what goes out. Cash will be credited. Arthavaita?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. Yes, very good, Soumya. That's the right answer. Good, keep it up. So it's going to be stationery account debit 200, rent account debit 5,000, salary account debit 2,000. To cash account, the total of the same will be 7,200. So shall we proceed, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. Did anyone call me? Okay. Yes, Tanusha, that's the right answer, ma. Good. So now, goods worth rupees 10,000. Goods worth rupees 10,000 were distributed as free samples. Were distributed as free samples. So shall we proceed here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Understand? Very good. Let us understand what this is. Okay, suppose we are manufacturing a new variety of chocolates. Okay, new variety of chocolates. Okay, so how everyone will know about it? We can decide to distribute free samples. You might have seen people will be distributing free samples in front of supermarkets and all, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So in front of colleges or supermarkets, wherever we think we can distribute these chocolates as free samples. Okay, ma. So the same way, that is what they have done here also. Although I am distributing it for free, I will have some cost involved to make the chocolates. Is it not?
Yes, ma'am.
That means what, ma? We would have spent some money in making the chocolates, although we are distributing it freely. Okay, ma. So now, what should be the entry for this? Come on, tell me. What do you think will be the entry for this, ma? Why are we distributing samples actually? New variety of chocolates we are actually manufacturing. Why do we have to distribute it to everyone? So that everyone becomes aware of our brand, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Advertisement purpose.
Ah, very good, ma. Advertisement purpose. Say, for example, we have named our chocolate as CA. Okay, everyone has to know this, no? So, CA brand of chocolates. So that is why we are doing it. As you all told me, yes, it is advertisement purpose, ma. Whoever told me it's the right, very good. So advertisement account debit. Why? Because advertisement is an expense, nominal account. So advertisement account debit. 2, what is credited? What should be credited? Yeah.
Goods, ma'am.
Goods.
Goods. Can we use goods account?
No,
Purchase.
ma'am.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ account use ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು?
Purchase.
Excellent. Who told me that?
Kiran.
Very good, Kiran. Purchases should be credited. Yake? Because whatever we purchased in the form of raw materials, now that is getting reduced, alva.
Yes, ma'am.
Chocolates, we are all chocolate manufacturers andre cocoa powder, sugar, all that will be our purchases, okay, our goods, raw materials. So now that and all has reduced, alva. So credit what goes out. Have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. All right. So it's the real account which is reducing. That's why I have done. Yes, and Tanusha, very correct. It is advertising only. Come on, make note of it. It's extremely important. It's tested very frequently, this one. Okay, yeah. So now I'm going to give you some accounts. You people are going to identify whether it is real, personal, or nominal. Okay, ma? Shall we go about it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, yeah. Only you have to identify whether it is real, personal, or nominal, and you need to just write it down in my personal chat. So then now, one by one, let me give some uh, interesting ones. Just 1 minute. Let me think and give you. First one, easily I'm giving you. Second one is bad debt recovered. So 5 things are given, ma. Can you all try all these 5, whether it is real, personal, or nominal? Can you please post the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, ma. Come on, try. I'll be back in just 1 minute. Try. Sorry for the delay. I had to make a quick official call. Yes, I'm back now. Okay, so
Ma'am, third one is closing stock, ma'am.
yes, ma, closing stock. Let me check your answers. Pratiksha, first one is correct. Second one is, we'll discuss. Third one is correct, Pratiksha. First and third are correct. Fourth one is also correct. Okay, so 1, 3 and 4 are correct. Good, Pratiksha. So Chandrika, first one is correct. Second one is correct. Third one is correct. Fourth one is correct. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4 are correct. One, 2 and 4 are correct. Tanusha. One, 2, 3 and 4 are correct. Very good, Ishri. 1, 2, 3, 4 are correct. Very good, Vikas. 1, 2, 3, 4 are correct. Very good, Soumya. 1, 2, 3, 4 are correct. Very good, Divit. Very good, Dakshayani. 1, 2, 4 are correct. One, 2, 3 are correct. Nishita. Gautam, 1, 3 and 4 are correct. Namita, 1, 2, 4 are correct. Third one is correct, Tanusha. Yogashri, 1. One, 2, 3, 4 are correct. Yes, very good, Divit. The last one is correct. Chandrika will discuss the fifth one. Tushar has answered to everyone, but I'm glad you have answered, Tushar. Okay, it's correct only. Very good. Tushar, all answers are correct. Dakshayani, fifth one is correct. Okay, enough everyone. I just discussed the answer. Yeah, it's taking a long time for me to check itself. Yes, Diksha, you have also posted it to everyone. Diksha and Tushar, you have to post it privately whenever I ask you to post something. 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4 are correct. Diksha. One, 2 and 3 are correct. Kirti. It's okay, Tushar. Next time onwards. So yes. So very good. Yeah, actually, most of you have answered the questions correctly. I'm really glad about it. Now let's quickly discuss this. Sometimes this can be asked in the exam. Okay, just identify whether it's a real, personal or nominal account. So now rent, you all know that rent is an expense. So it is a nominal account. Is it not?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, ma. That's all. Now, bad debt recovered, Andre, actually, it's what is it? Bad debt means I have thought that that person is not going to pay to me, and I have accounted it as a loss. But now he has paid to me. Andre, what is it going to be? Gain. Is it?
Gain, ma'am.
So what is it going to be, ma?
Nominal account.
Nominal account ashte. Have you understood, ma? All incomes and gains so is a nominal account only. Closing stock. What is it? Asset, ma.
Asset, ma'am.
Very good, ma. You all remember in the balance sheet we have taken closing stock as an asset. So it is a real account. Asset alva aduke. Now, depreciation, it is not expense, ma, it is a loss. It is a gradual reduction in the value of asset, alva. It is a loss, ma. That is why it is actually a nominal account. Have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, sales tax payable is personal account. Yakema, because it is paid to the income tax department. Can you all understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
It is first of all a liability, just like I have to pay to my trade payable, like to my creditor, alva, Atara, I have to pay to the income tax department. That is why it is actually a personal account. Okay, so have you all understood all the 5 things?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, ma. Superb. So excellent. I really appreciate those of you who have tried. One more message I got now. Let us see. Yes. Okay, Tanusha. Good. Really glad to see some of you are responding. Very nice. So now, next one that is quickly discussed. Personal income tax. Andre Watma. So now, if I'm doing a business, say for example, I'm doing a teaching business, okay? So, and I'm getting a profit of 2 lakh rupees. Apart from that, I'm having some income from, my property and all that. So my personal income is, say for example, 5 lakhs and the business profit is 2 lakhs. Have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can imagine from your point of view, you are doing a business, okay, and then you are getting a profit of 2 lakh rupees, and your personal income from all properties and all, you are getting rent and all from properties that you have let out. So you are getting 5 lakh rupees from other sources, like it can be agriculture, whatever it is. Okay, so now here on this, I will have sales tax or I will have business tax. Have you understood, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
As no tax as such for business tax, but I am explaining it in the concept that from business we have to, whatever profit we make, no, for that we have to pay tax, ma, that is separate. For personal income, that is I have without business, by letting out a property, I am getting rent, alva. So that is one. And then if I am doing any what to say, any other than business, if I'm getting any money, okay, so income from investments, okay, I have put a fixed deposit and I'm getting interest, means all these are actually other personal incomes. So this is going to be on this I have to pay income tax, personal income tax. Have you understood, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this is going to be drawings. Yeah, okay, because it is as good as money withdrawn, alva. So drawings, Andre, it is a personal account because it is a reduction of capital account, alva, students.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I told you that there's a debate, right? So drawings is usually treated as a personal account, capital also. Why? Because basically the relationship is between the owner and the business, alva. So to the business, the owner is a person. That is why we are using it as a personal account, whether it be capital or drawings. Have you understood, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this was one of the good questions asked by Ishri. So this is what it is, ma. So in some places they treat it as real account. So it is for foundation level they are not cutting marks for that. So even if you write real account, they are giving marks only for this drawings and capital, because there is a huge dispute regarding that. But this is the correct way of understanding, because it is a person owner with respect to the business. That is why we treat it as a personal account. Okay, ma? This is the correct way of doing it. Okay. Any other doubt, ma? Anyone? Any doubt? Anybody?
No, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So
No, ma'am.
personal income tax is a personal account. Okay, that's all, ma. So next up, let me give you a small problem as homework. It's only journal entries. So you can take a screenshot. Wait a minute, I'll open the question. Wait 1 minute, students. Yes, make note of this. Take screenshot of this question, all of you. Illustration 7. And you will do the journal entries for this question at home. That's all, yeah. It's not tested much in the exam, so don't give too much importance. You revise it for about 2 hours, that is sufficient. You already shared my number, Dakshayani. You want me to share it again? I will share it again. Wait. No calls, only WhatsApp. Immediately, I will not reply to messages. Okay. Now, so shall we proceed, all of you? Let us go to the next unit, shall we? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. So journal entries were easy only, no? Any doubts, anyone?
No, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. So let's go to the ledger now. It's extremely very simple, yeah. So let's take quick examples and finish off ledger. So now, basically from journal entry only, we are actually posting to the ledger, ma'am. Okay. So journal entry is the base for ledger. Without any transaction coming in journal entry, there is no possibility of posting in ledger. Arthavaita?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, ma. If I have received cash from Shyam, then what will be the entry? Debit what comes in cash account to credit the giver Shyam's account. Okay.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. So 5,000 rupees. Okay, ma'am. So now, how I have to post it to the ledger? How many other accounts I'm having? That many ledgers I have to open. So I'm having two accounts. One is cash account and another one is Shyam's account, alva. So I have to open two ledger accounts. One is cash account. Another one is Shyam's account. So the left hand side will be debit. Right hand side will be credit as usual. So now what should we do, ma'am? So listen, all of you. So cash is debited in cash account to Shyam. I have to credit it for 5,000 rupees. You all know this, is it not, students? Anyone has any confusion in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Very good, ma'am. So, okay, next one. In Shyam's account, what should we do?
It is
Buy cash.
Buy cash.
Oh, yeah, buy cash. Excellent. 5,000 ashte. So now, what should we do? Now we will have, let us assume that we have one more transaction. Okay. Purchased goods for cash, 80 rupees. Okay. Or let us keep it as 1,000 rupees. Okay. Purchased goods for cash, rupees 1,000. So purchases account debit to cash account. Why? Because they have told that it is purchased for cash. Name of any person is not given. So it is a cash purchase. Debit what comes in, purchase account is a real account, and credit what goes out. Cash is also a real account. Have you understood, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So what will happen now? We have two accounts. So two accounts have to be opened. We have to open purchases account. But already cash account is opened. So I need not open it again. Have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
No.
ma'am.
So in cash account, what should I do? Yeah. With respect to this journal entry, what should I do?
Buy purchases.
Buy purchase.
Buy purchases. Anyone has any doubt in these things? Students?
No, ma'am.
Very good, ma. So we are in purchases account. Now it is going to be 2 cash 1,000 very obviously. Okay, ma. So now this is what is ledger posting, ma. Then we have something known as ledger balancing, which you all are well aware of. Anyway, I will just let you know. So now Now in the debit side, total is 5,000. Alva students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So now in purchase, in the credit side, we are having by purchases 1,000 rupees. Andre, by balance carried down is how much?
4,000.
Very good, ma. The balancing figure is 4,000 and the total is 5,000 here also. This process, okay, of writing balance carried down and then doing the total is known as balancing the ledgers. Have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, sorry. Anyone wants me to repeat? Okay. Yes, sir. You're telling yes or no, ma? One person is telling yes. Okay, I'm assuming that it is yes and I'm doing it. So in the debit side, we have 5,000 is the total, ma. In the credit side, we are having 1,000 rupees. As usual, balancing figure is by balance carried down 4,000 rupees, alma. So now then we are writing the total. So this entire process is known as balancing of ledger. Can you all understand now, ma'am? That girl who asked me understood, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, ma. So now debit is greater, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Debit is greater, you should leave out the balancing figure. Without balancing figure, debit is greater. So that means cash account is having a debit balance of 4,000. Can you all understand, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is extremely important. If anyone has not understood, please let me know. Whichever is greater, debit is greater or credit is greater, we will look into that and then we will find out whether it is a debit balance or credit balance. Have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
That's all. So now let us come to Shyam's account. Here we are having only in the credit side 5,000 rupees. So what should I do here now?
Balance carried down.
Very good, ma. To balance carried down 5,000, which is the balancing figure. And here also the total is going to be 5,000. Is it not?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, ma. Super. Here only the debit is 1,000 rupees. So here it is going to be by balance carried down. That is going to be 1,000 rupees. Ashtem. So the total is 1,000 rupees. This 1,000 is a balancing figure. So Shyam's account is actually a debit balance or credit balance?
Credit balance.
Excellent. Very good. Credit is greater, Alma. Okay. So next, when you're finding whether it is greater or lesser, please don't look into balance carried down. Okay. So now purchases account. Is it a debit balance or credit balance?
Debit balance.
Debit balance.
Debit balance. Debit is greater, ma. So debit balance of 1,000 rupees. Have you all understood how to identify whether debit or credit? Any doubts? Anyone?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Very good, ma. So now this is all about ledger, ma. Nothing requires to be done separately. So that is why we are not doing anything separately. So whatever we have learned in journal entry, same accounts only, it will be opened in ledger accounts and be posted in the same manner. That's all. Okay. And so far there has been no question in foundation because it's very simple, Nalva. That's why there is no question. So now how to post this in the trial balance? Can we understand that, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Trial balance andre ಏನು? Why are we preparing trial balance actually? Journal entry, why did we prepare, ma? Journal entry and ledger account we prepared to record all the transactions on a day-to-day basis. So every day we are recording the transactions of the business. For that only we use journal entry so that we are involving all the necessary accounts and we are knowing what is happening in the business. Okay, ma. This trial balance is a summary of all transactions. Have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So just preparing a summary. Okay. All right, ma. So now if I write cash account, all ledger accounts, I have to close like this. Close means I have to balance the ledgers and make the total. And then I have to post it to the trial balance. Have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Only after closing the ledgers, we can come to the trial balance. So just like after journal, we'll come to ledger. After ledger, we'll go to trial balance. That is the flow, ma. So journal, after that ledger, after that trial balance. Okay. So now cash account, is it a debit balance or credit balance here?
Debit balance, ma'am.
Debit balance.
Debit balance, ma. Open your eyes and see. I have written debit balance, alva.
Yes, ma'am.
You should never hear the word credit, okay? It cannot be more clearer. Debit balance, I have written here. So Shyam's account is a credit balance 5,000 rupees, is it not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Writing it in the credit side, that is 5,000. And then purchases, that is going to be
Debit
Debit
balance.
credit balance of 1,000 Ashtema. So the total is going to be 5,000. Have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I have taken only 2 transactions. For how many ever transactions you assume, every debit will have an equal credit. On that basis only, we have prepared the journal entry. Okay. So on that basis only, ledger has also come. So trial balance, that is why it is tallying with the debit and credit. Can you understand, all of you? Due to double entry bookkeeping, every debit has an equal credit. That's why the trial balance is tallying always, unless there is a mistake. Have you understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
With the example, first you write the example: cash is paid to Shyam, received from Shyam, then purchased in cash 1,000 rupees. Make these 2 examples and then write the ledger. I know that you all know it, but please, okay, when you are revising, there will be a flow. That is why. So cash received from Shyam is the first transaction for rupees 5,000. So then next one is purchased goods for cash, rupees 1,000. That is the next transaction. So write those 2 transactions, write the journal, write the ledger, then write the trial balance. It will give a good flow when you're revising for the exam also. Quick. Have you all written, ma? Sorry, have you all written? Have you all written or writing?
Writing.
Okay. Finished? All of you now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
Very good, yeah. So here we have this question. Please copy down this question first of all. Illustration 3, copy down the question.
Finish, ma'am.
Okay. All right, ma. So now let us see whether how we need to prepare the trial balance. So for preparing the trial balance, what do we need to know for every account that they have given here? We need to know whether it is a debit balance or credit balance. Is it not, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So let us quickly discuss. So capital is going to be a debit balance or credit balance? Capital.
Credit balance.
Very good, ma. Credit balance. Why? Because the capital is a liability, is it not, students?
Yes, ma'am.
For the business, capital is a liability. Why? Because capital has to be given back by the business to the owner. So always remember, just like how an asset will be debited, liability will always be credited. So now we have enough. We have discussed about real, personal, and nominal, alva. So you people have understood that to a very great extent. So we are just discussing whether it is a debit or credit, because ultimately that only we'll be using in the exam. Okay, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So now capital account 1 lakh rupees is a credit balance. Is there any doubt, students?
No, ma'am.
Okay, ma. Sales is what? Debit balance or credit balance?
Credit.
Credit balance. Is it not, students? Whenever I make a sale, what will happen? The goods will reduce. The goods will reduce, Andre. What will happen? The goods are going out. So credit what goes out. So actually sales will be credited. Can you all understand?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, ma. So the opposite is purchases. So when I purchase the goods, debit what comes in, the goods value is increasing. That is why actually purchase is a debit balance. So capital is a credit balance, sales is a credit balance, purchases is a debit balance. Sales returns. One
Debit balance.
very good, ma. One way of viewing it is sales is a credit balance, opposite is sales returns. So if sales is credit balance, Andre, sales returns is debit balance, alva.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Like that also you can think about it. Another way is when we are returning the sales, okay, or say when sales returns is happening, that time the goods again it is increasing. Debit what comes in. So when we have a sales returns, the goods are coming inside to us. So that coming inside to our factory. That is why it is a sales returns is a debit balance. Have you understood, all of you? Debit what comes in. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Very good, ma'am. Discount allowed is going to be a debit balance or credit balance?
Debit balance.
Debit balance. Excellent. Why?
It's an expense.
It's a loss, alva?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Super, super. Excellent. Expenses. You all know nominal account, debit all expenses. So it is a debit balance, is it not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, ma. Trade receivables, Andre, enu students. What is it? Debtors, alva.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So it should be debited, alva. Asset, alva.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma. Come on, go ahead. Asset should be debited. Trade payables, andre, creditors, I already told you. Liability should always be, just now I told you, liability should always be
Credit.
Very good, ma. Very good. Keep it in your mind, okay? Or you can write it somewhere. Liability will always be credited. So it will be very helpful for your exams. So trade payables is a credit balance. Now, what do you mean by investment, students? Investments, Andre, no.
Investing in the business, ma'am.
Investing in fixed deposit, in shares, all these are investments. Okay, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
So if I'm having 10,000 rupees in my hand, okay, instead of keeping the money with me, if I put it as put that in a fixed deposit, I will get interest, alva.
Yes, ma'am.
It's an asset.
Very good, ma. Investment is an asset. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Instead of having it in the form of cash, I have kept that cash in the bank through fixed deposit or through shares. Okay, so it is my money either in the form of shares or in the form of fixed deposit. So that is why investment is an asset. That is why it is a debit balance. Come on, go ahead and write that down. Now, before we go to cash, I will explain this first. Interest received on investments, because both are related, alva. Investment is an asset we saw. I told you that instead of having simple cash, if I'm putting it in fixed deposit, I will get interest, alva. Okay, ma. So that interest only, this is this interest received on investments is. So if I'm putting money in fixed deposit, my bank will pay me interest every year. Okay, ma. So that interest, okay, is going to be what? Expense or income? Liability.
Income, ma'am. The income, ma'am.
Income. It will come in the credit side of profit and loss account. It is an indirect income. So yes, correct, ma. Very good, all of you. So it is going to be an income. So credit all incomes and gains. So that is going to be credited. Investment will be debited. Interest received on investments will be credited. Have you understood?
Yes.
Superb, yeah. Next one, cash in hand and cash at bank. Yenadu?
Asset, ma'am.
Very good, ma. Our cash. So it is an asset. So what should we do to it?
Debit, ma'am.
That's all, ma. Excellent. It should be debited. Superb. Then insurance paid. Insurance
Expense.
Expenses, ma'am.
expense.
Credit, ma'am.
Very good, ma. Excellent. It is a expense which will be a debit balance. Debit all expenses and losses alva adukke. So how should we prepare now? We identified whether it is a debit balance or credit balance. So how should we write particulars, debit and credit? So wherever you have debit balance, you will enter the column, you will enter the amount in debit column. Wherever you had credit balance, you will enter the amount in credit column. Alva?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Do it. All of you tell me what is the total of debit and credit. Are they matching? Come on. What is the total of credit and debit, ma? Tell me. What is the total of debit side?
2,92,500.
Okay, ma. 292,500. On credit side also you're getting the same?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am. Very good, ma. Superb. So that's all it is. See, you can see the answer. Those of you who had any doubts, you can see the answer. But this is not how you will present the trial balance. Okay, they have written it like a ledger. You should not present it this way. Okay. Have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. So we will do one thing. You do only that one homework I have given, the journal entry, that alone you do. I will continue with trial balance in tomorrow's class. We'll finish cash book and subsidiary book. All are important. We'll finish that. And then the next class after tomorrow's class, we will continue with the new topic. So in this week, we'll finish journal ledger, trial balance, cash book, subsidiary book. Okay, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, ma. So journal ledger are over. We are progressing with trial balance. All right, ma. Thank you so much, all of you. I'll meet you tomorrow. Bye, all of you.
Thank you.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.